Former IPL boss Lalit Modi is once again in news. In a podcast interview, he's made sensational claims, making allegations against a lot of current and former prominent people in Indian Cricket League. The first allegation that he has made is against Shashi Tharoor, Member of Parliament. He said that Shashi Tharoor had threatened him with an ED probe because he had objected to alleged underhand dealing in the Kochi IPL teams, the way it was being bought and operated. The charge that Lalit Modi has made earlier also and is reiterating is that there was something amiss and Shashi Tharoor had a role to play in the way the Kochi team of the IPL was being bought. And he said that during the course of those revelations, Tharoor, who was then in the union government, threatened him with an ED probe and ED case against him. The second case that Lalit Modi has made for himself is against then BCCI chief and one of the most powerful people in Indian cricket at that particular time, Mr. Srinivasan. What Lalit Modi has said is Srinivasan had a very arrogant style of working and that had led to Sahara's exit. These are charges he had made earlier. Now, to just give you a background, Srinivasan in fact was a complainant in the Chennai police FIR which had been lodged against Lalit Modi. The charge against Lalit Modi back then was that he was in violation of the FEMA Act, which is the Foreign Exchange Maintenance Act, as far as giving TV rights was concerned, that he caused losses worth hundreds of crores to BCCI. Now, to give you a background, this particular case was registered by Chennai police, but subsequently the Chennai police team recommended that the case be transferred to either to CBI or to Mumbai police, given the logic that because BCCI is jurisdiction-wise located in Mumbai and therefore it's the Mumbai police which should probe this matter. Mumbai police refused to take up this case. Coming up from this FIR of Chennai police, that was the source of ED also getting into this entire matter. ED tried to obtain an Interpol red corner notice against Lalit Modi, but the Interpol refused to grant that RCN and questioned where is the charge sheet. ED's probe could not proceed because the original FIR, the predicate offence that Chennai police was probing itself, was in limbo and it was going back and forth between Chennai and Mumbai. So that is the point that Lalit Modi is making now. He says that there is no case pending against him. There's no criminal offence that he's been charged with. There's no extradition request against him. And like I said, there's no red corner notice either against him. And therefore, Lalit Modi's charge is that he cannot be stopped from entering India. He's a free man. He can come back to India anytime. And then he goes on to make his next sensational charge. He says the reason I'm unable to get back home, get back to India, is because of a threat from the underworld. He says that Dawood Ibrahim led betting syndicate wanted to fix and rig the IPL league, and because he stood up against it, he refused to become a party to this. His life was threatened. He's also named a senior police official from Mumbai police, saying that he came and told me that protection could be given to me only for 12 hours and my life was endangered and therefore I had to leave India in a huff. So Lalit Modi is trying to build a case for himself. He's making the charge that it is he who created the biggest cricket property, so to say, of the Indian Premier League. He's also said that Shah Rukh Khan's first choice as far as the IPL team was concerned was not Kolkata Knight Riders, it was Mumbai Indians. And he praises Shah Rukh Khan by saying that Shah Rukh did not know much about cricket, but he decided to become an investor because he and Lalit go back to their school days, and it was Shah Rukh's initiative which gave so much of interest to IPL, which forced other celebrities also to become a part of the IPL celebrations and generated interest of people. He goes on to claim that today IPL is considered the crucible of Indian cricket because a lot of youngsters are getting opportunities there. We'll have to wait and see how all those people named by Lalit Modi react, whether they call this slander, whether they defend themselves. But he's definitely stirred the hornet's nest by claiming that he had nothing to hide, that he had been victimized at the behest of people whom he has named in this interview.